Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to McCown Field for today's non-conference contest between the visiting Shaw Bears and the Carson-Newman Eagles. A reminder that Carson-Newman and the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages at the site of competition is prohibited. Now, today's start first for the Bears from Shaw. Number 1, Maud Runette. Number 4, Laura Tonkin. Number 6, Victoria Hines. Number 7, Jasa Perry. Number 9, Sydney Bailey. Number 16, Melinda Burnside. Number 17, Natalie Rabano Gonzalez. Number 18, Anna Shorendong. Number 21, Maria Tutas. Number 23, Hannah Lucas. And number 39, Viola Eilish. Shaw is led by head coach Randy McClure. He is assisted by Salma Luvano. And now, introducing the starting lineups for the Carson-Newman Eagles. Number 3, Christina Markfort. Number 5, Lyra Mathis. Number 9, Michaela Gardner. Number 10, Addie Henry. Number 14, Elena Probst. Number 18, Sydney Duncan. Number 19, Emma Daniels. Number 21, Emily Futrell. Number 24, Noelle Freiser. Number 25, Savannah Fields. And today's starting goalie for the Eagles, number 28, Hope Doyle. Carson-Newman is led by head coach Simon Duffy. He is assisted by Brett Boland, Kennedy Rankin, Joe Boyd, and Wayne Harvey. Fans, today kicks off Breast Cancer Awareness Week. A basket will be going around for donations. All donations will go to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. We thank you for your support, and go Eagles. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And good afternoon from a muggy and moist Mossy Creek as the Eagles are setting out of conference play to take on the Shaw Bears in this non-conference showdown. It could be a wet one today as rain is threatening, but right now the skies are looking up for the Carson-Newman Eagles, looking to get back on track after falling to the Queens Royals this past weekend. But the Bears, meanwhile, this is their 16th game against the current South Atlantic Conference opponent, and they have been outscored 47-15. And the last win of our South Atlantic Conference team was against Mars Hill in 2019. Almost 2 years ago to the day, they knocked off the Lions. The Bears have lost 5 straight to the South Atlantic Conference. Eagles looking to stop the skid against non-conference teams at McCown Field. They are just 0-1-2 in their last 3 games against non-conference foes here in Mossy Creek, and have been outscored 6-4. Glad to have you with us on this early afternoon contest on the Eagle Sports Network. Should be a fantastic one between the Bears and the Eagles. Let's meet the starting lines for both teams. First, the visiting Shaw Bears coming from Raleigh, North Carolina. They are independent. No conference for the Bears. We'll get more into detail about their structure as a team. You have Laura Tonkin. She's the leading scorer for the Bears. She is the one player that has more than 1 goal for the Bears this year. She has 2. Victoria Hines, Jaysa Curry, Sydney Bailey, the former Carson-Newman Eagle, makes her return to McCown Field. She played for Carson-Newman in 2018 and 2019. Melina Burnside, Natalia Rubiano Gonzalez, Anna Chardon, Maria Zoutzis, Hannah Lucas, and Lorena Gonzalez round out the field. And in net for the Bears is Maude Roanets. Carson-Newman will mix up their lineup a bit today as the wind you can hear is howling at McCown Field. Some weather trying to make its way in. The sun was out for a little bit, but these teams are going to play, and hopefully we'll see if the weather can hold off for them. Kickoff goes to the Bears, and we are underway for the first 45 at McCown Field. Starting lineup for Carson-Newman: Christina Markfort, Lear Mathis, Michaela Gardner makes a rare starting appearance. Addie Henry, Elena Probst, a starting appearance for Sydney Duncan. Emma Daniels with her first career start at first start of the year, for Carson-Newman. Emily Futrell back in the starting lineup after missing a couple games due to her red card. Noelle Kreiser, first start of the year for Carson-Newman, and Savannah Fields. Hope Doyle gets her 3rd start of the year in net for Carson-Newman. Didn't see Future for a while because of the red card she had issued to her against Wingate. That was a win for the Eagles, but she came back against the Queens Royals last Saturday. A 1-0 loss for the Eagles. Addie Henry going to battle for possession. Tries to feed into the box looking for Futrell. And it's picked off by Zoutzis. But eventually gets back to Futrell. One-timer to Gardner, and it just rolls by her, not in time. And they'll go out play. Carson-Newman, this has been the key, getting shots. They have done so and done so well. 160 shots this year, averaging 17.8 a game are the Eagles, but only 11 goals. It's compared to their opponents who had just 97 shots comparatively, but 16 goals. Again, 7 of those came in one game from the Catawba Indians, who ranked number 14 in the country. Gardner gets that one picked off by Hines. And is turned around, gives it up to Curry. And Curry's able to control it, and that was Bailey who will throw it in. Here comes the high-pressure defense of Carson-Newman. Eventually picked off by Gardner. Henry tried to feed it through. Going back and forth. Good challenge for the ball by the Eagles. Cleared away by Kreiser, though, to no man's land. Nope, it's picked up by Henry. And Henry gets it stolen by Tonkin. Tonkin looking for a streaking Curry, but it's deflected. Bounces off the head of Kreiser. Picked up off the head of Fields. This has been a battle in this corner right in front of the press box. Finally gets up to Curry. Curry gives it up to Lucas, but Lucas is picked off by Mathis, and the Eagles will work it the other way. Shaw Bear team does not have a lot of goals, and they will need to today. Logan goes a long way to get there. All belong to the Bears. That's Shaw. In 1-0. Set at Luke. Speed. I was trying to feed along. Good defensive pressure by Burnside. Shaw, however, has been dangerous this year. They come in at just 3-6 on the year, but they have a win over a Division I opponent. They knocked off South Carolina State 2-1. Victoria Hines and Jana Nicholson scored goals in the first half to lead the Bears to the victory over the Bulldogs. Like I said, they only had 72 shots this year. There's a chance now for Gardner. Gardner gets behind the defense. Work around the box. Gardner's going to rip one and can't get there. Goes right by the keeper, Ronette, excuse me. That one will go wide. May have been looking at a cross to Fields, but see how that one's ruled. Good attempt by Gardner. 40-28 left in this first half. It's been all Eagles. Ball's been mostly on this side of the pitch here to start. Shaw had one chance, taken away by Lyra Mathis on a tackle against Hannah Lucas. Lucas tries to settle that one, cannot. Eventually it goes out to the Bears' Rubiano Gonzalez. Kicked out by Curry, and will go to the Eagles. Shaw averaging just 12 shots a game, but 36 of those shots have been on goal. Of the 72 total shots they have, so a 500 shot on goal percentage. So they don't get a whole lot of chances, but they take advantage. Eagles can take advantage here. Futrell tries to feed it in, looking for Gardner. Once it goes over her head defensively, taken away by Bailey. Now picked up by Futrell. Futrell going to rip one, and it will just go high over everyone's head and out of play. Chance there for Futrell, who has missed a couple of games because of a red card, but can get in the record books today. If she has just one shot on goal, she will tie Claire Ramsdale for 4th all-time in shots on goal in a career. It's going to be 110. She has 109. Of course, 9 shots away, and that's shot now 8 shots away, from tying Lauren Wade for 4th all-time in shots. She has 234. Ball goes all the way back to Doyle. He's going to kick it out to Kreiser. Eagles look to counterattack. Futrell was not ready for that one. It's picked up by Gonzalez, who kicks it all the way back out to Tutsis. And Tutsis will send it to Ronette. No long kick for Ronette. But eventually goes to the feet of Bailey. Bailey rips it long, goes off the feet of Mathis. No man's land. Lucas can't get to it. Neither can Curry. And it's cleared away by Doyle. That was the best chance we've seen today from Shaw. And once again, defensive effort from Carson-Newman. As that ball rolls over Futrell's head and will go back to Ronette. Ronette, the native of Paris, France, of the international flair that you see on the Shaw roster. This is a young team. This is only their 5th year of playing soccer. The Shaw Bears. Randy McClure has been the coach of the women's team and the men's team for 2 of those years. McClure, of course, former assistant at Catawba College, South Atlantic Conference, never defeated Carson-Newman during his time at Catawba on the women's side. The pass from Futrell to Henry goes long, and Ronette will come out to grab that one and will smartly pick it up before Henry can get there. 37-24, Ronette will kick this one, and just a low line drive knuckleballer. But it does its job, gets to her teammate Gonzalez, and Gonzalez had a perfect pass to Chardong, and it just goes out of play before she can do anything with it. Allen misses, was looking for Fields, but misses her. Gets kicked off by Chardong, and then she goes back to Gonzalez, and will go back to Ronette. The setup. And we'll kick it. There's a nice kick from Ronette, but unfortunately, Curry able to get a play on it, actually. Good job by Curry to get there in time to get the Burnside. But a counterattack misses by Tutsis. Up to Curry, and Curry can't miss it. Great defense from Futrell. Up to Gardner. That's stolen away by Tutsis. Goes off her feet and goes out of play. Actually, will stay in play along through the Eagles. Real quick by Hannah Lucas, steps in front. Good defensive effort from Mathis. Battled for the ball right in front of our men's team that's watching here at Carson-Newman, and that will go out of play, and Shaw can set up on the Eagles side of the field. 36-10 left in the first half. Throw in looking for Curry, and I believe that's where the Bears going to look for. She has speed, her and Lucas. Looks like the fastest players on this team, and Lucas had a goal in their game over Bluefield State College. They won 2-0. It's a breakaway goal for Lucas. She has shown her speed this year for the Bears. Kreiser. The feed inside, was looking for Henry. Ashley goes up to Duncan. Duncan just going to swing and a miss. She may have been looking to pass it to Probst, but Probst would have been offsides. Now, I think at the last second she decided, I'm going to shoot this one and see what happens, and unfortunately it went wide and could not get it in. Third shot already of the game as we look at this replay here. Great setup by Duncan, and she couldn't decide. Couldn't decide what to do with it, and then a little mishit. So 10 minutes in, 3 shots for the Eagles, none for the Bears yet. And this is already better than the first half for the Eagles at Queens. Against the Queens Royals, the Eagles didn't have a single shot in the first half. That ball goes all the way back to Doyle. Lucas gives chase. It's cleared out, but here comes Curry. And a hard challenge from Curry. That's going to be a foul. She fouls Emma Daniels. It's a hard challenge from Curry right here on to Daniels. Yeah, that's going to be a foul every single day of the week. Long kick from Mathis. Off the head of Henry, and it looks like Future will set up to go the other way, but couldn't get there in time. Goes to Burnside, and Burnside will clear it out over to the football practice field. Eagles going to take their time to set up here at 34:07 left in the first half, looking for first goal of this one. Back out to Probst. Now it gets picked up by Henry. Henry going to try to poke one in, gets it to Gardner. Gardner, good deflection by Ronette. Right there, the right place, right time. Mauled Ronette with a save off of Gardner's shot. What a play for the Bears. Gardner makes a turn, and Ronette sticks her feet out there to knock it away. Heck of a save for the junior out of Paris, France. Hard tackle. Daniels, and they're actually going to call that one, I believe, a foul. And they will. It's the first foul of the day for the Eagles. Burnside. That one short. It goes over the head of Chardong and picked up by Probst. Getting back up to Mathis. The Eagles look to reset here. Now Shaw playing some pressure. First time today. 32-50 in this first half. That was kicked right over Burnside's face. Future was able to get the rebound. Has a breakaway chance looking for Duncan. Nope, looks for Gardner. Gardner is on sides and will not be able to get there in time as the ball rolls out of play. Great awareness by Futrell. She found Nellie Brunis earlier in the year on a goal just like that. Nellie Brunis was running down the middle of the pitch, found Brunis, got out in front of her, and she was able to score. This time just does not work for the Eagles. Good steal by the Bears, and we'll work in front of the press box once again. That's where most of the action has been today during this game. Finally poked away by Tonkin. Tonkin, a short kick goes up to Hines, but it works. Given up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looks for Curry, but here comes a speedy Burnside. And that ball's back to Mathis. 31:54 left in this first half. 4 shots for the Eagles, 1 on goal. Of course, that's saved by Ronette. Kept it a scoreless game so far. 1 foul each for each of these teams. A different lineup for Carson-Newman today as they've had some players out with injuries. Yenta Cooper in concussion protocol. Nellie Brunis also injured, so got to go with some other players. This is a hard slide by Gonzalez, and they're going to call a foul on Gonzalez after all of that. It's an interesting call. A ball will go to Futrell. There's a challenge by both teams on that one, but it looks like Gonzalez had the worst of it. Futrell feeds it inside. Misses Daniels, goes out the field, who was trying to give it up to Markfort. Markfort will try to race it down. She gets tackled hard, no foul. This one so far. Eagles will get set with a free kick on the corner. Futrell getting ready for this one to feed this one into the box. Futrell feeds it inside. Low line drive kick. It's deflected out. Goes out to Probst. Probst makes a move. Probst has a chance now. A little tugging on the jersey. No call. That one's stolen away by Shaw and will go out of play. Ball will stay with the Eagles. Probst going to throw it in. Rips that one and just misses everybody, and it will go out to Monet.
For a second.
So nothing over there for the Eagles on that one as they are trying to break up the scoreless tie. Well, it's kicked out of play, and it's taken away, and they're going to call a foul on Markfort. Markfort, of course, 6'1", not going to get the benefit of many calls on this team, we've said this year. The tallest player on this team is not here today, Audrey Taylor for Shaw. She is 6 feet tall. So not a whole lot of height on this team. That's a hard challenge from Curry and from Daniels, but it goes to Daniels' way. No foul, and up to Futrell. Fed long, looking for Gardner. Great job boxing out. Does number 9, Bailey, and it will stay with the Eagles. Now that one bounces up around. Eventually goes out off the header from Chardon to Tonkin and go out of play. A little challenge there, but no call as Hannah Lucas goes down, but no call there. Kicked away, and they're going to say that ball was out of play, and it looks like substitutions for the first time today. Looks like number 8 for the Bears, Talita Faria, will come in for Lorena Gonzalez. So the first substitution of the day is for the Bears. So that one goes out of play. See there, Eagles 4 shots today, none for the Bears. They don't get a whole lot of shots off. Do the Bears. 2 fouls each for both of these teams. So been pretty clean to start off today, but you've seen some chippiness with Curry and Daniels for the most part, going back and forth. Curry just kind of plays at such a quick pace, so he's going to get called for fouls. Sometimes that just happens. 27:07 left. No score here. All the shots in favor of Carson-Newman. Of course, the one nice save by Ronette that kept Gardner off the board. The give-and-go attempt from Duncan goes wide of Futrell and will go out of play, belonging to the Shaw Bears. Stolen away by Markfort as she gets by very frustrated Faria. Almost a 1-foot height difference between those two. As Henry cannot save that one. Oh, they're going to say, she did not save that one in time. Great job by the officials to call that. She was very close. Good challenge by Anna Chardon. 26-20 left. The Bears will set up, and they can move forward a bit, actually. Of course, that ball went out around midfield. On a pitch that's held up well. It's been raining off and on throughout the majority of the week, and supposed to have some rain can sneak in at some point today during this contest. Right now, the sun trying to peek out. This field kind of damp, kind of muddy on the sideline a bit. Interesting to see how that affects teams today. Great tackle by Chardon to break that one of Daniels, but eventually the ball gets free and goes back to Duncan, and now goes up to a speedy Emma Daniels again. Daniels challenged by Lucas. Lucas steals it away, gets by her teammate Zoutzis, and Ronette has to come out and slide in before Futrell can get there. 25-22 remaining in this first half. Just, again, another chance for the Eagles, just been unable to do anything with it. You saw that against Tusculum a lot in their last home matchup. A foul there on Carson-Newman, and Shaw will look to work quickly here. Of course, our referee is going to make the Bears back up a little bit and let Tonkin has to get reset. 24:55 left in the first half. Tonkin rips this one. Was looking for Chardon. It bounces around out to Gardner. Gardner's challenged hard by Bailey. No foul. Picked up by Tonkin and gets out eventually. Stolen away by the Eagles. And here comes the counterattack from Fields. But she has to kick it back to Kreiser. Kreiser rips it long, looking for Futrell, and actually was looking for, looks like Duncan, who fell down. In the middle of the pitch. Stolen away by Burnside. Battle for it between Curry and Futrell, won by Futrell. Out to Tonkin, however. Tonkin rips that one. Goes up between Mathis and Lucas, and Mathis will tackle from behind. That's going to be a foul on Hannah Lucas. Actually going to call a throw-in. No foul there. Just a throw-in. Ball goes out of play. But that was a hard challenge from Lucas, though. No, they are going to call that foul. I apologize. It was right on the border of the box. Here again, that given up to Kreiser. Kreiser feeds it long. Looking for Probst. Probst, however, gets it stepped in front of her by Bailey. Now Bailey and Probst will battle for it. It goes out of play, and it'll be a goal kick. So no corner awarded to the Eagles. 23-23 left in the first half. Glad to have you with us here on this early afternoon matinee matchup. Between the Eagles and the Bears of Shaw. Stepping out of conference are the Carson-Newman Eagles. Shaw, every game for them is a non-conference game. They are one of just two teams from the CIAA to field a women's soccer team. Lincoln, Pennsylvania is the other one. Only 7 Division II HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities, field a women's soccer team in the entire nation. 29 overall of the 112 HBCUs field a soccer team, women's soccer team in the nation. Most of those belong to Division I Southwestern Athletic Conference. Shaw, of course, had a team for just 5 years. 3-12 all time against the current South Atlantic Conference teams. Last win, almost 2 years to the day, against Mars Hill on October 5th, 2019. They've lost 5 straight to the South Atlantic Conference, including a loss earlier this year to Wingate, 1-0, which the Bears were outshot 21-3. Right now being outshot 4-0 with 22:02 left in this first half. Ball gets away from Gardner. A challenge from Henry, but gets cleared away by Ronette. He'll go out of play. Throw from the Eagles, and they'll get knocked out of play, and they'll stay Carson-Newman. Throwing coming from Kreiser. Throws long. Gets up to Gardner. Gardner now. Rips one right at Ronette. She can handle it well. That's another save for Ronette. Another shot on goal for Gardner. Brunette gets a good boot on that one. That's one of the best kicks she's had today, but it's poked away by Probst. Good defensive effort by Hines, and ball go out to Brunette. Away with 21 minutes left. Looking for Futrell was Fields. Also taking a tumble was Chardon. On that one, no call there. A hard challenge between Curry and Probst. And a hard tackle. We have an injured Shaw Bear down the pitch. Does that ball go back out to her net with 20:38 left? Shaw continued to play, and clock will stop for an injury on the field. We've seen a lot of players just lose their grip on the field. Looks to be okay. Does. Shaw player, I believe that is Tonkin. It is. Yes, Laura Tonkin shaking up on that one. I think she just stepped in the wrong way on the pitch, and make sure the physical play we've seen today, we've seen a lot of players now. Trying to make this work. It looks like Tonkin's good to go. She's limping a little bit, though, at midfield, and so the clock will start, and the Bears will have control, and they have a chance to set up there, looking for Curry. It gets to Faria, and she's tackled hard and out play, and Faria comes up a bit slow as we have substitutions now for the Bears. 3 substitutions, and for the Eagles. 3 substitutions for the Eagles. You have Ladin, Abby Zander, and MJ Park making her first ever appearance for Carson-Newman, number 23. She was redshirt during the last spring season for the Eagles. As Natalia Gonzalez will come out of the game for Shaw. Get you an update on who has come in for the Bears. We have 19:50 left. So MJ Park, first ever appearance for Carson-Newman after being redshirt during the last season. The sophomore out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And there's Park's first ever collegiate touch. Park up the sideline. Feeds it long. Great pass to Henry. Because looking for a handball, I think, for the Eagles. No, it's a referee. It's very close. Give it up to Abby Zander, and she's tackled hard. The ball got out of play. And Abby Zander brings that speed. She's a member of the Carson-Newman track and field team here. So they look for that speed on the sideline. Also, Natalie Ladin has been quick so far this year, setting up others on the outside the box. That ball goes out of play, and I believe we're going to have a corner kick, our first of the day for either team as the sun starts to shine here at McCown Field. There's Emily Futrell getting ready to feed this one in. Futrell rips that one into the box, goes out to Henry, out to Mark Fort, and will eventually be corralled by the Bears. Chardon, and breakaway time for the Bears. Back to Chardon. She gets collapsed on by Park. Hard challenge from Park, and that's going to be a foul. That was all shoulder by MJ Park there. That's a great play in hockey, but not in soccer. This clock will stop here of 18:10. Chardon went down hard. My goodness. Just a hard hit from MJ Park, but Chardon, of course, shaking up, and she'll get up holding her back. Looks like she's fine, and she is. It's just a tough challenge. I think if you're Mike Clowney over at the football stadium, you're going to see that replay and go, hey, if you want to slide over to this football field, maybe you want to come in and play some defense for us this year. Kicked away by the Bears, and that's going to go right to Doyle, and she gets it before Faria can get it. That was a great pass by Victoria Hines. And great awareness by Hope Doyle to get out in front and grab that one. 17:50 left in this first half. Eagles and Bears scoreless. In this one, going quickly are the Eagles. Abby Zander on the side of the pitch. Abby Zander gets challenged hard and poked away, but out of play from Zoutsis will make, I'm going to say that's a goal kick, actually. That went off the feet of Abby Zander. $17:20 left. That one went off the foot of, they're saying, Abby Zander, so no corner kick for the Eagles. Renette rips that one. She's starting to build more confidence, build more power in those swings. That was a good one. That one's stolen away by Duncan. Giving up to Abby Zander. Abby Zander on the corner. Zander going to rip this one sides, kicked away. Picked up by the Bears. Now it's picked up by Mark Fort, giving up to Fields. Up to Futrell. Futrell bows for it, and they're going to say a foul on Shaw, and this will be a free kick. Or excuse me, they're going to say a foul on Carson-Newman. Ball belongs to the Bears as some rain droplets start to fall near McCown Field. Ronette. I'm going to say that was offside, excuse me, against Futrell. Yeah, she might have been just offsides on that one. There's a breakaway chance, giving up to Zander. Zander now. It's that one stolen away by Bailey. It goes out of play, and that ball is going to belong to the Eagles, and we'll have substitutions coming in. 15:57 left, and here comes Karina Verst and Molly Buckowitz in. As Futrell and Duncan will exit the game. Corner kick getting taken by Abby Zander in this far right corner. Zander grips that one, looking for a teammate. Can't get it to Buckowitz. Battle for the ball. Gets out to Verst. Up to Zander. Zander, good job by Faria to clear that one away. That's another corner kick for the Eagles, and Zander's going to go quickly. Zander going quickly now. Pull up, looks to feed inside. Goes around, bounces around out to Mathis. Mathis swinging a miss. He'll go out of play. Mathis just missed the ball. As we have a substitution now for the Bears, that is Maya Rollinson coming in for Jace Curry. Jasa Curry, excuse me. Chances once again, and unfortunately, Carson can't capitalize as Nancy Anais Stephanie coming in for the Bears with 14:25 left in this first half. Scores game, but several chances for the Eagles. 5 shots to none. 2 have been on goal. 2 great saves by Ronette. Kept this a scoreless game. 5 fouls for the Eagles, 3 for the Bears. And they've had 3 corner kicks, and they broke away with one against Tusculum. You had a feeling it was going to happen. That one was a great chance, but Mathis just missed the ball on that last corner. Just going to outplay into the crowd as see our team wearing pink socks as the start of Breast Cancer Awareness Week at Carson-Newman. Teams wearing pink socks are the Eagles, and next week, of course, during the volleyball game will be Breast Cancer Awareness during volleyball, and on next Saturday for football's game against Lenore Rhine. So hopefully you can come out or watch all those games on the Eagle Sports Network. 13:19 left in the first half as Mathis clears that one up to Mark Fort. Mark Fort has got a speedy MJ Park wide open. She gets it to her. Park give and go to Zander. Now back to Park, and she just missed her. That was a great setup there, but Zander just no dice. 13 minutes left in the first half. Throw in from the Bears. Stolen away by the Eagles. Foul around, gets out to Park. Park gives it up. Looking for a give and go from Mark Fort and Buckowitz, but stolen away by Shaw. Here's Lucas. Challenged hard by Park. Park steals away, and they're going to call a foul. That one a little too aggressive on Park to handle Lucas. 6 fouls right here. Just a little shove, I believe. Yeah, right there. A little close one. Might have gotten just twisted up there. Not quite enough. Really to call anything maleficent on that one. And Ledin steps in front of Jana Nicholson there. Nicholson battling for it. They're going to foul on Ledin. So now the Bears are set up in business with under 12 minutes left to go in this first half. Bears will have a free kick. And Tonkin will give it up to Hines on the 7th foul of the game. Hines had a great pass earlier that if Hope Doyle doesn't step out in front, could have been a goal for Shaw. Hines rips this one long, looking for teammates. It goes over everyone's head. Doyle runs right into Tonkin. Tonkin goes down and misses also Stephanie. And Tonkin's down again, second time today. Doyle came right out in front of goal and ran right into her. So we'll go look at this one here. Doyle, bam, right into Tonkin, looking for the ball. That's just Doyle trying to make a play on the ball, and Tonkin happened to be in front of her. No foul given. The ball will stay with Carson-Newman with 11:23 left in the first half. That's stolen away by Lucas. Nice move by Lucas. She's challenged. Giving up, and that's stolen away. Burst working down the pitch. Gives it up to Buckowitz. Buckowitz feeds it inside the Verst. Verst one-on-one, and Ruinette comes out and challenges Verst and gets the ball. Great job by Ruinette, because it was Verst, Xander, and Ruinette made a great choice to come out and grab that one. She has been very impressive today for the Bears. We look at this one again. Verst, one-on-one challenge. Ruinette slides in. Great clean tackle to steal that one away from the Eagles. 10:40 left in the first half. Carson-Newman looking to break the seal, so are the Bears. Bears have had no shots today. 5 for Carson-Newman. Is that shot by Lucas deflected? Lucas goes in hard, and that'll be a foul onto her, onto Ledin. Going quickly are the Eagles as Mathis rips up the Buckowitz. Buckowitz gonna have to race down that one. Keeps it in, but not for long. That'll be a goal kick. Good pressure by Tutsis. Cleared out with 10:10 remaining in the first half. So 10 minutes remain. No score. And if you just looked at stats, you'd say that this game was all Carson-Newman, and that this game should probably be roughly 2-0, maybe even 3-0. They've had some great chances, but Ruinette has been phenomenal in goal for the Bears. Buckowitz gets that one stolen away and gets kicked out of play and will belong to the Eagles as substitutions will come in. Yes, they will come in for the Eagles. As you see, Tristan Wepking comes in, and so does Kate Xander. Again, see both Xander sisters are out there for the Eagles. We've seen Wepking play a lot more recently for the Eagles as well. In these last couple of games, 9:04 left in the first half as Rowan looks to Mark Fort. Mark Fort's going to feed it long to Park. Park gets there. Park now feeds it off to Abby Xander. Abby Xander looks to give it off to Mark Fort. Stolen away, but Xander gets there first. Abby Xander. Good move. Steps through the tackle, but she trips up and gets stolen away by Tonkin. Now here's a breakaway chance for the Bears from Lucas. Going out to Stephanie, and it's cleared away by Park. Great job by Park to get back on that one, because it was been Anaya Stephanie one-on-one with Hope Doyle with 8:20 left in this first half, and now the Bears have gotten something working here in this one. Bailey will throw it in. Bounces around off the feet of Rollinson. Goes all the way out to Tonkin, and now out to Hines. Hines going to feed it in, and that just goes over the head of Faria. It is corralled by Doyle. That's probably the best chance we've seen today from the Bears. Defensive pressure for Carson-Newman has worked. Verst finds Abby Zander, goes over her head, was looking for Park, and is poked away, and the ball is going to belong to Carson-Newman. Ball will go to Park. She'll throw that one in. In a way, I believe, a substitution coming in. And yes, there is. That is Violet Ailish coming in for the Bears. Park throws in with about 7:07 left. This first half, Eagles looking for a late goal to break the seal. Picked up by Mark Fort. Nice move by Mark Fort. Gives up to Park. Park looking for Verst. Goes over her head and goes out to Ledin. Ledin back to Verst. Verst tries to feed in, headed away by Hines. Bears will try to counterattack. It's picked up by Henry. Gives it to Park, back to Wepking, and the Eagles will reset with 6:35 left. Headlong and Zander cannot get there in time, and that ball goes out of play. And it'll go to the Shaw Bears. So good job of the Shaw defense to get back when they've needed to. Stay into this one. Keep the Eagles off the scoreboard again. Under Simon Duffy, the Eagles are undefeated when scoring 2+ goals. Ledin. Try to go quick. Gives it to Buckowitz. Buckowitz challenge. Gives it back out to Verst. Verst. Feeds inside to Abby Zander off her feet. It's picked up. That's a shot ripped by Kumis. And a challenge there. Another chance for Abby Zander, but it's taken away by Renette. So Ruinette has once again been very good in goal today. 2 saves already for her against this good Eagle offense. Zander, give and go, gets up to Park. Park was looking for Verst, couldn't get there. Great defensive pressure from Ailish. Now Ledin working up the sideline. 5:05 left, feeds it in, and was looking for Buckowitz. Could not get into her. Eagles have to go back and reset once again. Less than 5 minutes remain in this first half, and again, you look at these stats, it's been all Eagles, but nothing going yet. Verst, though, runs up the sideline, gets tackled hard just inside the box. They're going to call a foul on Verst. Her and Burnside were going back and forth for that one. It's the 8th foul of the game for Carson-Newman. That's been one of the reasons why the Bears have been able to stay in this one, giving them chances to set up. Brunette rips this one and goes out of play. So the Eagles have a chance to counterattack with 4:04 left in the first half. It's a hard tackle from the Bears, but no call there, and the ball's going to belong to Carson-Newman. A quick substitution coming in, number 12, Matty Strocci will come in for Jayanna Nicholson. Pardon me. 3:38 left, so maybe just to get some rest for Nicholson early. She's looked pretty good. She came in for Curry. Those have been the speedsters for this team. That one's kicked long, and no one can get there for the Bears, and got the Hope Doyle. She threw it in quick to Park. Park at the sideline. Good challenge, but good spin move by MJ Park. The full Rollinson. 3:10 left. Eagles have a chance to counterattack. Kate Zander up to Ledin. Ledin working up the sideline. 3 minutes left. That ball gets away from her, but she gives it up to Verst. Back to Ledin. It's stolen away. Ledin tackles, steals that one, so here's a counterattack chance. Looking for Probst. Are you looking for Kumas? Nothing there for the Eagles. It's stolen away. Eventually goes up to Stephanie. Stephanie feeds it long. Here's the best chance for the Eagles today. Our Bears today, excuse me. Faria. One-on-one was Kate Zander. That's stolen away by Verst. Bounces around. Gets out to Stephanie. Stephanie now. Chance against Wepking, and Wepking kicks it out of play. Great awareness by the sophomore from Nolensville, Tennessee, with 2:19 left in the first half. Shaw making a run here late to try to take a quick lead before the half. It's thrown in. Bounces around and gets out to Markfort. Markfort can't clear it. It goes out to Hines. Almost stolen by Abby Zander. Ripped by Bailey. Inside, kicked off by Ledin. Bounces around with 1:50 left. Looking for Markfort. It goes out to Tonkin. Cleared out by Henry. Goes all the way back to midfield. We picked up by Hines. And, we'll go out of play. Ball belongs to the Shaw Bears with 95 seconds left in this contest in the first half. Throw in by Shaw. It looks like Shaw is going to take their time here before going quickly. They turn on the Jets late. That's stolen away by Wepking. Wepking, nice pass to Henry. That fooled out Ailish. Park gets it, rips it down the sideline. But unfortunately, Abby Zander can't get there, and with 67 seconds left, the Shaw can kind of take their time here on the throw-in. We'll see what they'll do here.
1 minute remaining in the half.
That one's cleared away, and so under 53 seconds left. Now that ball belongs to Park. She'll throw it in. Park looking to get a lasting goal. 45 seconds left. Throw in. Goes over everyone's head, and it'll just slowly roll out. And I think Shaw is okay with taking a goal kick here. They can take their time. Go. Maybe set up one more play with about 33 seconds left the way they've been playing. I don't think there's really a whole lot of chance to do anything for the Bears. Ronette will sit there, and with 20 seconds left, she's taking about 15 seconds, and we'll kick it away with 16 seconds left in the half. Off the head of Markfort. Here's a counterattack chance. They're going to go off foul. Markfort says she went over the back, so with 10 seconds left, Shaw will get one more chance to reset.
7, 6,
Tonkin's going to take her time.
4,
And the Bears will just rip one long,
1.
nowhere near the goal, and we will head to the half scoreless here in Mossy Creek. And if you are watching just the stats, Carson-Newman dominates in the stat department. 6 shots, 3 on goal, but 3 saves by Maud Ronette. Keeps this a scoreless game. 9 fouls for the Eagles to 4 for the Bears. When we come back, we'll have stats. We'll look around the rest of Southland Conference. Much more action for you here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Up, 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 don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. ਨੀਵੀਆਂ ਤੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਚਿਰ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਪੱਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁਖੜਾ ਲੁਕਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਨੀਵੀਆਂ ਤੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਚਿਰ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਪੱਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁਖੜਾ ਲੁਕਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਲੈ ਐਵੇਂ ਕਰੀ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਜਨ ਛਿੱਲੇ ਨੈਣ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੇ ਅਦਾਮਾ ਸ਼ਿਰ ਮਿਲੇ ਨੈਣ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਜਨ ਛਿੱਲੇ ਨੈਣ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੇ ਅਦਾਮਾ ਸ਼ਿਰ ਮਿਲੇ ਨੈਣ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸਾਂਭ ਕੇ ਰੱਖਣੀ ਏ ਜੋਬ ਨੀ ਪਟਾਰੀ ਸਾਂਭ ਕੇ ਰੱਖਣੀ ਏ ਜੋਬ ਨੀ ਪਟਾਰੀ ਮੁੜ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਆਉਣੀ ਏ ਬਹਾਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਰੂਪ ਠੱਠ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਪਤਲਾ ਜਲਕ ਨਾ ਹੁਨਾਰਾ ਵੀ ਸਹਾਰਦਾ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਰੂਪ ਠੱਠ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਪਤਲਾ ਜਲਕ ਨਾ ਹੁਨਾਰਾ ਵੀ ਸਹਾਰਦਾ ਗੋਰਾ ਗੋਰਾ ਰੰਗੀ ਉੱਤੋਂ ਮਿਰਗਾਂ ਦੀ ਤੋਰ ਗੋਰਾ ਗੋਰਾ ਰੰਗੀ ਉੱਤੋਂ ਮਿਰਗਾਂ ਦੀ ਤੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਾਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਬੁੱਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਤੇਰੀਆਂ ਕਹਾਣੀਆਂ ਚੰਨੀ ਤਖਨੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਗਲੀਆਂ ਬਿਛਾਣੀਆਂ ਚੋਪਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੁੱਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਤੇਰੀਆਂ ਕਹਾਣੀਆਂ ਚੰਨੀ ਤਖਨੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਗਲੀਆਂ ਬਿਛਾਣੀਆਂ ਜੰਜੂਆ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਰੂਪ ਦਾ دیਵਾਨਾ ਜੰਜੂਆ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੇਰੇ ਰੂਪ ਦਾ دیਵਾਨਾ ਚੱਲ ਸਕਿਆ ਨਾ ਹੁਸਨ ਦਾ ਬਾਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ ਵੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੋਈ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਚ ਕੇ ਰਹੀ
Fans, we want to remind you that today kicks off Breast Cancer Awareness Week here at Carson-Newman. A basket will be going around for donations. All donations will go to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Thank you for your support, and go Eagles. Nearly 80% of young women diagnosed with breast cancer find their breast or abnormality themselves. Please consider donating.
Would you ever take a chance on me? Would you ever take a leap with me? Would you ever change your frequency? Would you ever, would you ever, would you ever, would you would you ever run away with me? Would you ever take a chance on me? Would you ever take a leap with me? Would you ever change your frequency? Would you ever hope for another end? Would you ever hope for another beginning? Would you ever promise not to break? Would you ever give chance opportunity? Would you ever, 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 would you Lift your hands and voices, free your mind and join us. You can feel it in the air. Oh, it's a passion. Oh, you can feel it in the air. Oh, it's a passion.
Welcome back here on the Eagle Sports Network as we have women's college soccer. Carson-Newman and Shaw still scoreless after the first half that was dominated by the Eagles. 6 shots to 0 for the Eagles. Well, of course, Maud Roulanette with 3 saves for the Bears. Kept it scoreless. Set. 45 Suns out here in Creek. Eagles getting the lineup. Of course, Michaela was the shots today. Oh, both fantastic about Ruin. Bears. Pitch. Up to the season. Get there. Game. Future. Let's make up the if you there she'll like to just the ball. Gets by is up to me. Duncan. I think they speed now. Break for that part. Up. Okay, Xander gives up to Futrell. Futrell rips that one. There's a chance there for Duncan. She can't get there in time, and neither can Gardner. Now at the Henry, but that's cleared away by the Bears. Strochy clears that one out. Up to Park. Throw it in once again quickly. Throw in. Bounces around. Will get out toward Mathis. Mathis now going to give it up to Park. Park makes a move. Gets by a defender. Park feeds it in. Looking for Duncan. Misses her. Verse. Swing and a miss, and that will go wide. A great chance for both Duncan and Verse. They'll go wide. They're going to say that's a corner kick now awarded. Possibly got deflected, but, man, that was such a great chance. Looks like Future will take the corner kick. Futrell gets set up as Shaw Bears. Sama Luvano calls out a play. Futrell going to kick it low. Out to Gardner. She misses it. Up the Fields. Fields going to rip that one right to Ronette. She gets another save there. Ball bounce around and eventually end up for the Eagles. So less than 5 minutes in, we've seen 2 shots by the Eagles already in this one. Looking to just get on the board. No shots for Shaw yet. Kate Zander gets that one out. Gives up the verse. Now it's stolen away by Stephanie. Stephanie looks to give it up, but it's stolen away by Gardner. Back out, cleared away by Chardon. Curry now has a chance there. Jasa Curry. Good defense by Mathis. She gets it hard from the back by Curry, and that can call a foul on the Bears on to Jasa Curry. Ball go back up to Doyle. Doyle will kick that one long, and actually belongs to Eagles and Mathis. Mathis gives it up to Fields. He gives it up to Park. Park down the sideline. Look to work it to Futrell. Futrell now. He's got a chance over in the corner. Futrell going to feed it into Gardner. Misses Verse. Goes off of Duncan. Duncan knocks it in. Sydney Duncan with the goal. And it is 1-0 Carson-Newman here in the second half. Great feed inside, misses Verse, goes out to Duncan, and right there, bangs it in. And it takes less than 6 minutes into the second half, and the Eagles draw first blood. Thanks to the assist by Emily Futrell. And with that, Futrell is just 1 point away from tying Jules Harity and Liz Jallo for fifth most all time. So 1-0 lead for Carson-Newman, 38-45 left in this first half. But now the Bears on the attacking front. It's cleared out and we'll go out of play. Ball will belong to Shaw Bears. That's Savannah Fields. That goal's going to be by Savannah Fields. And the Eagles will reset and the ball go to Carson-Newman. Throw in from Kate Zander. Battle for the ball. It'll go out of play and it'll belong to the Bears. They said they're going to call a foul on Carson-Newman there. Throw in picked up by Verst. Stolen away. Chance now for the Bears. Good job stepping in front by Fields. Giving away to Gardner. Gardner now. Going to rip down. Here comes Futrell one-on-one. Futrell's got a chance. Futrell running down the pitch. She'll make a move. Give and go to Henry. Good job stepping in front of it by Bailey. And eventually it's cleared out by Tootsis. Out to Park. Park gives it the Futrell one time. Looking for Henry. She can't get it. Cleared up by Tonkin. By Mathis. And a hard tackle, and that's Tonkin. Slings Henry down for a foul. Card issue. So Savannah Fields gets her first goal. That one's ripped in by Futrell. Over that, just saved in, bounces off, and that goes in. Another goal by Carson-Newman, this time by Sydney Duncan. So it's a 2-0 game now for Carson-Newman with 36:24 left. And, of course, you hear Randy McClure complaining to the referee, saying that there was a foul. So the shot by Futrell hits the crossbar, and that shot by Futrell gets out, and Duncan's right there to score. With that, that's considered an assist for Emily Futrell. So Futrell now has 79 points, and that is tied Jules Hardy and Liz Jallo for 5th most all time. So while the Eagles couldn't get really anything going early in the first half, the Eagles have been able to roll on and have gotten 2 goals. One from Duncan and one from Fields. Now a chance to reset. That ball's going to belong to the Shaw Bears, and they'll throw it in down 2-0 with 35:48 left in the regulation period. It's for an out. Futrell has a chance in front of the goal, and that one's picked up by Ronette. Nothing going there. 2 assists by Emily Futrell. Been the difference here for the Eagles. That's a tackle by Lucas. That's going to be called a foul. The ball will belong to the Eagles. Out to Doyle. Hard tackle. That's a clear tackle by Curry, though. That one, there's going to be a shove there, and that's probably going to be a card. Oh, no, it's not. It's just going to be a warning. So that's a warning on number 7, Jasa Curry. This kick's long. A chance now for the Eagles once again to make it a 3-0 game. Gets out, though, stolen away by Alish. Now Shaw looks to counterattack. Strocci looking for Alish. Couldn't find her. Gets stolen away. Hard move by Bailey, and down goes Verst. The play will continue. Stephanie. That one poked out. Ripped by Tonkin. So the box is Curry. Curry now turns around as it's blocked. That shot goes out to Stephanie. Stephanie gets tackled, and that one's cleared away by Kreiser. Bears can reset. Well, we have the first shot of the day for the Bears now on that blocked one, 33:48 left in regulation. Good job boxing out by Fields. It gets cleared up by Kreiser. Bounces around. There's been some physical play between these two clubs. And eventually Futrell's going to get it off and running down the sideline. It goes out of play right in front of us. And actually going to say that ball belongs to Shaw. And substitution coming in for the Bears with 33:20 left is Isabella Fernandez comes in for Nia Stephanie. Throw in, man, that one's cleared out way behind us. That was ricocheted off. Actually, Lily Ebner is in goal for the Eagles, starting in place of Hope Doyle. Kate Zander tries to clear that out. Go out of play and bounces forward. Ball goes off of Park's head. Bounces around. Goes long, and Ebner will come out to grab it. That's the first time we've seen Ebner since the first half of the game against Catawba. Catawba gave up 3 goals, or she gave up 4 goals, excuse me, that first half against Catawba, and the decision was made to move her back to the bench instead of Doyle, and now she'll get some playing time here with a 2-0 lead. Ball goes back to Ebner once again. He was dominated this one in the shots possession, 12-1. Now Shaw working quickly here, trying to get back into this one. Sun is trying to poke out here. And Mossy Creek, I think we've narrowly avoided some rain, but see what it will hold off. Of course, the men's game will come up right after this, about 4:30 p.m. The men of Shaw and Carson-Newman will play for the first time ever. Now Shaw looking to cut in this one in half. Lucas feeds it long, goes looking for Curry, goes off the head of Kate Zander. Now we'll go out to Fernandez. Fernandez looks to give and go to Stephanie, but it gets off her feet. Cleared out, belongs to Verst. Verst feeds it long, goes off the feet of Duncan. Now giving up to Fields, and that's a tackle by Lucas. Lucas was pulling the jersey of Park. More physical play we've seen from the Bears in this one with 30-45 left. In this half, that's at the Verst. Verst gets blocked out. Good job by Bailey, and that one's kicked out of play and will belong to the Eagles. 30-25 left as Abby Zander comes in now for Kavina Verst. Verst, of course, went down a little bit of an injury. Good to see her fine, but it might just be a precaution to take her out. Don't want her to get hurt for the next game coming up. Of course, Eagles are back at home this Saturday, take on the Anderson Trojans. South Atlantic Conference matchup. That game will kick off at 5 o'clock p.m. It can also be seen on the Eagle Sports Network. Curry tries to get that one. She gets tackled by Chrysler. Enough called there. Eventually it bounces around and gets up to Strochi. Strochi gives it off to Chardong. Chardong has to give it to Tonkin, and look at this Eagle defense still pressuring. Are the Eagles, and there's a lot of pressure right now. It's kicked long, a chance for Gardner. Gardner can't get there in time. In front of Hines, that one's cleared out by Ronette. It's kicked up by Ailish. And Lucas steps in front of Mathis, so there's a counterattack chance for the Bears. Lucas giving up to Fernandez. Nope, it's picked off by Mathis. Mathis comes around, gives up to Abby Zander. Abby Zander challenged from behind by Lucas. Gets it out. They're going to go a foul. Back on that challenge by Lucas, it looks like. (2-0). Our score with 28-38 left. This game's been dominated by Carson-Newman, and finally with 2 goals in the first 10 minutes of this second half. The Eagles have been able to pull away and take a lead. 12 shots for the Eagles, just 1 for Shaw. It was blocked. Zander feeds it up to Abby Zander. Nice move by Abby Zander. Another nice move. She gets pushed a little bit there by Tonkin. No call. Tonkin eventually gets the ball back, but gives it up to Hines. Hines has to kick it all the way back to Ronette. Ronette off the head of Fields. Bounces around and gets out to Duncan, looking for her second goal of the day. Duncan gets tackled hard. They call for a handball. No call. Goes out from Tonkin. Stolen away by Gardner. Gardner pokes it over her head. Out to Duncan. Cleared away. Now Zander look to pick it up. She can't get there. Curry can't get that one. Mathis clears it high into the air. Nice off the head of Duncan. Goes out to Abby Zander. What can they do with it? Abby Zander on the side of the pitch. Tackled hard, but cleared out of play. They're going to call that a goal kick. That was a tackle by Sydney Bailey. Here comes Christina Markford in for Michaela Gardner. Abby Zander will take this corner kick. Zander feeds it inside. Misses Markford and go out of play. Markford may have gotten a foot on it, but that's about it. As Talita Faria comes in for Jasa Curry, and Breslin Studebaker makes her first appearance of the day for the Bears. And that one gets kicked away by Ronette. 26-22 left in this regulation period. Eagles up 2-0 and looking to continue. They haven't really taken a whole lot of people out that don't get to play a whole lot. Henry feeds it inside, looking for Fields. One-timer to Abby Zander, and she can't get there. Such a bang-bang play. She had Fields and Zander and just couldn't get there in time, and ball goes out of play. There's a look right there. Zander, one-timer. Very close to making this a 3-0 game with 25 and a half minutes left. That one's off the feet of Duncan. Now it goes out to Zander. Abby Zander looking for reception here. Nice move to keep the ball, but it's knocked out of play by Bailey. And Kate Zander, her sister, will throw it in. Wind starting to pick up here in Mossy Creek as clouds starting to move back in. Kate Zander rips that one. I think she was looking for Futrell or Henry, but no one could get onside. Goes right to Ronette. Ronette going to punt that one away. That's the best kick of the day she's had. Gets over midfield. That's the first one she's had that's gotten over midfield today. Challenged by Duncan. Picked up, and now here comes Ailish. But stepping in front of it is Park, and gets cleared out of play into the Shaw bench. It's cleared out and eventually gets up to Mark Fort, cleared away by the Eagles. And here comes Addie Henry down the sideline. Addie Henry battling for it with Tootsis. Fed long, looking for Abby Zander. Can't get there in time. And that one will go out of play again for a goal kick. So looking to set that up once again where the Eagles to Abby Zander just does not work. And the Bears will reset. And the Eagles have been looking so much to make this a 3-0 game and put this one away. 23 minutes, 55 seconds left. There's still plenty of time for the Bears to come back into this one. That's going to be a foul call on Carson-Newman, and Shaw's going to take their time here. I feel like at this point, though, if you're Shaw, you've got to get something going and back in this one quick. That one's ripped by Hines. Bounces around. Eventually corralled by Hannah Lucas. Lucas looked to give it up to Ailish, could not. Bounces off of Lucas, and Hines, or excuse me, Faria will look to chase it down. They'll go out of play, and that's the first corner kick of the day for Shaw. It comes with 23-10, or excuse me, no, they're going to call that a throw-in. Pardon me. Now Zander going to move quickly. It's a foul. And it's on Carson-Newman. Now it goes out. Here's a chance for Faria. Faria gives it up to Studebaker. Studebaker cannot control it. That ball goes out of play. That was the best chance, I think, again for Shaw to just get a one-timer. So Ebner, throw it out. And Shaw curring up defensive pressure with 22-23 left in regulation. Abby Zander looks to feed it long to Fields. Fields able to corral it. Fields kicks it up to Futrell. Futrell now rips that one, and it was kind of to nobody. And Futrell kind of smiling because she's like, yeah, I had no plan on that one. And Futrell's going to come out of the game now as we'll see Mick Kriebel come in for the first time today. junior from Greenville, Tennessee. Ball will bounce around and get cleared out by Kate Zander, and Shaw will have it with 21:35 left. Bounce around, that's cleared long, and no man's land from Fernandez. He'll go up to Ebner. Clouds have rolled back in here, so a little shade for both of these teams, but no threat of weather yet. It's rained off and on earlier today and last night. Made the field kind of spongy and kind of disgusting. As Ebner gets out in front and stops Faria before she can get there. That's around, gets out to Markfort. Markfort now gives it up to Kriebel. Kriebel back up to Markfort. Markfort makes a move, gives it up to Abby Zander. Abby Zander gets it stolen away by Fernandez. The Bears will look to move back up the pitch with 20:22 left. That one's cleared away. Park can't get there. Challenge for the ball between her and Faria. It's cleared down the pitch and quickly thrown in by the Bears. And there comes Hannah Lucas. Lucas now. Gonna battle for it. Stolen away by Mathis. Gets out to Chardon. Chardon kicks it out. There's a chance by the Bears, and that one's caught by Ebner. That was Alish on the shot. Second shot of the day for the Bears, and it comes with 19:32 left in the regulation. They only had 3 shots against Wingate earlier in the year in a loss to the Bulldogs. That's the only other Southland Conference team they've played this season. That ball goes over the head of Zander, and running down was Fernandez, but can't get there in time. Mathis is up at Kate Zander. Abby Zander now going to look to turn ahead. Abby Zander kicks it long. Addie Henry can't get there in time. Good defense by Tootsis. Good job by Abby Zander stepping in front, but she's not going to be able to get there in time. At least that slows down that Bears attack, and there's 18:40 left and some substitutions coming in. As you see, Molly Buckowitz and Elena Probst come in for Carson-Newman, while Maya Rollinson comes in for the Bears. 18:20 left in regulation. Eagles looking to close this one out and get their 5th win of the season. It's picked up by Rollinson. She was looking for Lucas. It's kicked out by Ebner. Now to Probst. Probst will clear out play. It couldn't get to her teammate Kriebel. Kriebel will give it up to Chardon, who will throw it in. Chardon throws it to Rollinson. Nope, it gets up to Kriebel. Kriebel now tries to give and go a couple of times to Duncan, cannot. Eventually it's picked up by Bailey. Bailey down the sideline of the pitch. She's challenged by Kate Zander, and they'll go out of play, and that will be a goal kick. Good job by Kate Zander to get out of the way of that ball as it was ricocheting right toward her. $17:10 left in regulation. Ebner looking to clear this one. 2-0 lead for Carson-Newman. Ebner's taking so much time here. He's trying to run the clock out. Falling down is Faria. She can't get, sits up and gets the ball from Fields. Bounces her out. Fields picks it up to Xander, back to Mark Fort, and here's a breakaway chance. Buckowitz rips that one and just misses. Would have been a great one-timer from Molly Buckowitz. And just missed to the left on that one. Here's a chance from Buckowitz. Look how close that was. My goodness, it's right in front of the goal. Can't get it in and go out to Ruinette. That's 15 shots today for the Eagles. That's below their season average, but there's still 16 minutes left, and they're trying to attack. Kriebel. Looked like more of a cross. I was just miss-hit. She was looking for Duncan, but Duncan would have been offsides. Only one offsides call for Carson-Newman. They've had struggles with that recently. They played fairly clean today. The ball goes out of play, and it looks like we have substitutions for the Eagles. As coming back in is Karina Verst for number 16, Abby Xander. Looks like Xander's day is done. And this one. Shot breakdown, as you see there. 2 shots by the Bears. One was blocked, the other one wasn't really even close. That's a hard foul by Probst, and I call that every time. She just shoved Lucas down. And there's 15 minutes left in this one. You don't want anybody to get a red card or a yellow card and have to miss some time. That's with a stretch for Carson-Newman. They have Anderson at home, go to Lincoln Memorial, go to Newberry, Coker at home, Limestone at home, and at Lenore Rhine. So most of the top half of the conference is in that one, as that one gets away from Faria. Go to Ebner. Ebner's going to kick that one quickly. Eagles still on the attack, trying to get some goals here and pull away. Faria up 2-0. That one's picked off by Hines. Hines, where can she go with it? Fades long to Rollinson, but it's kicked out by Ebner. Great awareness by Ebner to clear that one away. Hard foul, no call, and they're actually going to call foul late. Duncan ran right into Faria. 14 minutes left in this one. That's a free kick for the Bears. Bears will feed that one in. Bounces up, goes up to Ebner, and that will go off. Looks like it goes off the head of Hines. Or excuse me, it goes off of Faria. Ebner going to clear that one out. Bounces around, it's kicked up long by Duncan. Buckowitz going to try to race in front. Buckowitz has got it. One-on-one. It's cleared up. That could be an own goal, and it just misses. Chance there by Buckowitz, and Hines almost caused an own goal. That would have made this deficit 3-0 with 13 minutes and 6 seconds left, and it's nothing you're already down 2-0. You don't want to make it any worse if you're the Shaw Bears. 12:52 left in regulation. Giving up to Fields. Fields feeds it long, and that goes right to Ruinette before Verst can get there. They're going to punt that one long toward midfield. It gets just over midfield. It's handled by Duncan. Out to Fernandez. Fernandez kicks it long to Rollinson. You can't get there in time. He'll go out of play. And actually, it's going to stay with the Bears. Rollinson throws it in quickly. Gives it up inside to Faria, but Faria gets it cleared away from her by Kreiser. 12:05 left in regulation. Fernandez throws it in off. Just fake throw. Goes out to Bailey. Bailey rips that one inside. It was looking for a couple of her Bear teammates, but could not get there in time and go out to Mathis. Mathis collisions up to Fields. Fields gets challenged by Studebaker, who steals it away from her. Rollinson, though, kicks a strap in the air. Studebaker can't get there in time. Goes out Buckowitz in front of Tonkin, uses her frame to get there, but it's picked off by Hines. Hines moves up the pitch. Looking for someone to give it off to. Can't. Buckowitz steps in front. Excuse me. Up to Kriebel. Kriebel now gives it up. And that one's stolen by Bailey. Bounces around. Give it to Probst. Probst kicks it long, looking for Buckowitz. She finds her. Buckowitz, and I'm going to say, was offsides. Second offsides of the day for the Eagles with 10:51 left. A 2-0 lead, I think, is enough right now with how the Eagle defense has played, but you never know. Breakaway goals can happen. Could lead to something happening. Shaw's back in this one. Studebaker couldn't control that one. It's kicked out by Mathis. Throw in from the sideline. Kicks around. It's picked up by Faria. Faria, there's something there. Couldn't get across in and got out of play. And the ball belongs to Carson-Newman as Katie Kumis comes in for Savannah Fields. So under 10 minutes remaining in this one. Dire straits for the Bears. Looking to try to at least cut the lead in half. Ebner clears that one. That's a short kick and goes out to Kriebel, and Kriebel could not handle it and go out of play. That one bounces off the head of Lucas, goes out to Mathis. Actually, Mark Bork clears that one out to Buckowitz. Buckowitz was looking for Duncan. Now she'll give it off. Looking for Verst. Verst right there. Kavina Verst, one-on-one. Verst gets that shot blocked by Sydney Bailey. Great defensive effort by Bailey to block that one. There's 8:55 left in this one, and it's still 2-0. It's a great job of Bailey to get back as Verst was one-on-one. Bailey gets back, and now Bailey challenging Verst again. She steals that ball. Gives it up to Faria. Faria rips that one. Looking for Lucas. It gets by. Gets poked away. Oh, excuse me. Lucas still has a chance. Challenged by Mathis. Goes off of Mathis. That was kicked up in the air. Bounces around. Trying to get out of the corner with Mathis. She does. Great awareness. And great job picking up is Chardong, and they'll say that's a foul. I believe on Carson-Newman with 8:05 left. Man, just a great job by Sydney Bailey on that play earlier. And now, yes, that will be a free kick for Shaw. 7:54 left, looking to cut into this lead. Victoria Hines will take this. She has had some very nice passes that just haven't been able to connect today. .38, Hines will set up, down 2-0, looking to cut into his lead. Only 4 shots today for the Bears, but 2 have been on goal. Hines rips that one in. Goes over everyone's head and goes off of the feet of Tonkin, but goes into Ebner's hands with 7:20 left. So great awareness by Ebner to be there. Ebner still has the ball. She's just going to bounce it around for a bit. She can take her time on this one. Go out play and belongs to Shaw as there's a late substitution for the Bears. That is number 11, Jana Nicholson. So 6:44 left. Bears going to throw it in. They will. Looking to go out play. Oh, it's going to stay on. Play on, says the referee. Now Duncan has a chance to get something quickly here. Up to Verst again. Bailey in her battle again. Verst wins that one. No call. Actually, they are going to call a foul there as Verst gets tackled hard this time. And they're going to stop the clock here. And we'll see if there's a card issued. No, it looks like just because of an injury. And it looks like that was more on Victoria Hines being called for that one. 6:10 remaining, and Carson-Newman have a free kick now. Looking to extend the lead. It's like Mark Fort gets ready. As the wall goes up, Mark Fort's going to take this one. Coming in is Buckowitz as well. Choices for both teams is running all the way up as Hannah Lucas now. Now this wall made about 4 Bears. Let's see if Mark Fort can bend it like Beckham, get some magic in to the back of the net. Made a 3-0 game. Mark Fort. Mark Fort rips this one. Mark Fort over the head. That would have been an incredible goal from Mark Fort, but just goes high as coming back in. MJ Park comes back in for Atlanta Pros with 6:06 left. There's a replay of that one. Just high. Good chance for Mark Fort, but could not quite get in there. And actually going to call a yellow card on Victoria Hines on that last play. That's the first yellow card we've seen, and you hate to see it come so late in this contest. And when this game's basically over, as we have an injured Bear on the pitch, it looks like. Can't see from here. Can't really see what happened. Have to look and see. And if it's this late in the game, you hate to get fouls. You hate to see injuries, especially in this late of a game. And the game has been a blowout. That's Laura Tonkin down. She's been getting a hit all day today. And you hate it for the young lady because she has done so well for this team. The senior out of Peterborough, England, had 2 goals on the season, the team's leading scorer, and just couldn't get anything today for the Bears. Only had 1 shot that was saved by Ebner. Tonkin looks to be okay, and we'll play on here in this final 5:44 left. Don't forget the men's game is coming up at 4:30 p.m. between Shaw and Carson-Newman. The Shaw men have made their way to the sideline. Looks like an explanation given to the referee, to Randy McClure, on why there's no yellow card, I believe. McClure has been frustrated with some of these calls by the officials today. I don't know if that's a warning to the bench. It might be a warning to the bench of Shaw. That's what the fields look like today. It's kind of dirty and very disgusting. And that's led to a lot of slippage and probably some of these fouls you've seen. Of course, rain all day yesterday and part of the morning. It's held off for the most part here, but there are clouds that have moved back in. Ball drop, ripped by the Bears, and with 5:40 left, we continue to play on. Futrell also back in for Carson-Newman. Interesting to see the captain back in. This ball goes to the other side of the pitch, and Shaw looking to go quickly, and they're looking for a ball. They throw it back in quickly. Ball bounces around, and Tonkin able to get it. Bounce around and cleared away. Chance now for the Bears. Nicholson gets there. 5 minutes remaining. It's challenged by Kate Zander. That gets blocked. That little pass, it's picked up by Hines. Hines going to rework back, getting out to Tutsis, who kicks it back out to the keeper, Maud Ruinette. Hines feeds it up to Bailey. Bailey now gets that one stolen away by Duncan. Duncan gets it stolen by Nicholson. Now that one's a free ball out to Buckowitz, and Buckowitz racing down the sideline, looking to make this a 3-0 game. Buckowitz feeds into Futrell. That gets cleared out by Tutsis with 4:15 left. Now Kate Zander can reset. Buckowitz tries to do a move on her own, but it's picked off by Hines. Kicked out of play, so the ball will stay. For the Eagles, the substitutions come in. Substitutions coming in now as Michaela Gardner and Addie Henry back in. Okay, Zander will throw it in. Taking her time, and we'll throw it in now. Getting up to Mark Fort. Mathis. Now getting up to Mark Fort off of Duncan's pass. Looks like the Eagles are just going to kind of work this around, run some clock out. It's 3.5 minutes left. Kate Zander going to try to feed it into Duncan. Bounces off her head, and will go to Runette, who's right there for that one. 3:23 left in regulation. This one's just kind of rolling to an end here as Shaw trying to get something going. They've had 5 shots in this half, so they've made some offensive moves, but have just been unable to get anything in the back of the goal. Park, that gets away from her, so Lucas has a chance. That's cleared out by Noelle Chrysler. Great job by Chrysler to pick up because Lucas was running free. We'll have a chance to cut into this lead. Here's a replay there. And, excuse me. Chance now for the Bears. Getting in front are the Eagle defenders. There's a Bear player down. 2:35 left. That's off of Hines. Kicks it off of Zander. It gets blocked. 2.5 minutes left. Bounces around. Clear out the Futrell. Futrell now just clear out Sky High. Now to play behind us as the Bears continuing the attack. Down 2-0, trying to cut this one in half. And, you know, maybe get a breakaway goal if they can. And then soon kickoff, but Park clears that one on the other side of the pitch. Great job stepping out in front by Tutsis, but now here goes Addie Henry. Addie Henry has a chance for the goal. Addie Henry right at Runette, who saves it with 2 minutes remaining. 20th shot of the game for Carson-Newman. It was a laser from Henry that would have made it a 3-0 game. Right here is Henry. Great defensive work from Tutsis to throw her off a bit, and then saved by Runette. Here's a shot inside off the feet of Rollinson. She can't handle it. Ebner comes out. She has to tackle it before Studebaker can get there, but they're going to call a foul on Shaw, I believe, anyway. Shaw came flying. Studebaker came flying into Zander, and with 90 seconds left, the clock will stop to look at Ebner, and that's not what you want to see this late in the game with 90 seconds left, but it looks like everybody's fine for the Eagles. Here's a replay. Rollinson missed that ball, and then coming in hot were Ebner, Studebaker, and Zander. And Ebner holding her shoulder. It looks to be all right. .90 seconds left. Ebner's going to kick this one short. The Eagles are going to try to just run out some clock here. Hold on to the 2-0 victory. Gardner kicks it off. Goes out of play. We'll stay with the Eagles. The Eagles are going to take their time. Clock will stop. As substitutions come in, Tristan Wepking and Savannah Fields coming in for Duncan, who has the goal, one of the goals today, and Noelle Chrysler. 1:15 left in regulation. Eagles trying to hold on for a 2-0 win. Zander throws it in. Bounces around, out looking for Gardner, was Markport, I believe. Yes, Markport goes out to Mathis. Mathis clears it with 1:05 left. The Bears are able to corral it and look to reset. Picked off by Futrell.
1 minute remaining.
Now it's picked up by Fields. Fields now gives it up to Buckowitz. It bounces off of Henry and Gardner. Futrell's right there. She can't corral it. Henry tries to get it. Bounces off to Hines. Hines kicks it long out to Mathis with 44 seconds left. Mathis looking for Futrell. That will just get out of play right in front of our camera. And Shaw will look at the counterattack with 36 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Shaw looking at the counterattack. They're not moving too quickly, though, as this one looks like it's about to go final soon. Oh, nice little give and go chance for the Bears. Good defensive work by Kumis. Bounces around. 20 seconds left now. Shaw, they're going to take their time. I believe they realize that this one is over. 15 seconds left. I was going to bounce around, and we enter the final 10 seconds. Carson-Newman looking for counterattack. They're going to foul.
7.
Late foul. Shaw going to try to move quickly. And this clock counts down to 0.
2.
Rollinson tries to rip one. She cannot. And that is your ball game, folks. And Carson-Newman gets back on the winning side of things. A 2-0 victory for the Eagles at home. Their first home win over a non-conference opponent since September of 2019. The Eagles hold Shaw scoreless and get the shutout. Their second shutout of the season, as the Eagles improve to 5-3-2 on the year. And we'll roll into conference play with this final non-conference victory. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. For our entire crew, thank you for watching. And don't forget, stick around. Men's game coming up at 4:30 p.m. here on the Eagles Sports Network. Thank you so much for watching. Final score, Carson-Newman 2, Shaw 0.